Is everything all right, Kate Walker?
It's the same. Exactly the same.
I beg your pardon?
The song I just played with the automatons, Vaughan's hymn, it's exactly the same melody as the one my mom's music box used to play. I used to listen to it all the time when I was a kid. We never did find out what it was.
And finding it today represents a major breakthrough, because?
Because it means that there must be a link between Vaughan, my mom, and probably Dana, too. Dana, who looks so much like me.
Ah, a family connection, then.
I don't know, but it's possible. And you can be sure as hell that I'm gonna find out as soon as I've picked up Dana's trail again. Come on, Oscar. Our dear Mahler owes us a file.
Did I already mention how humiliating I think this is?
Oh, you did, Oscar. You did.
Comfy and lie down. Now go still Diana.
Ah, thank you. Thank you. I enjoyed your concert so much. Now I can retire fulfilled.
Glad to have been of service. I believe you have a file for me.
Of course, of course. Here it is. Dana Rose, just like you asked.
Thanks. At last. Dana's home address in 1937. A detached house, it seems. Number 20, Brücke del Nebel. The Bridge of Mists, huh?
Found what you were looking for?
I think so. Well, thank you. And goodbye.
No, thank you, Fraulein.
She's live. Yeah.
Dana's old house is situated on the Bridge of Mists.
I still haven't had the chance to take the tram, Kate Walker. I can't wait to try it.
That's all. Yeah, Yeah, but you probably saw the message that Jen said probably died. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dana's old house is situated on the Bridge of Mists.
I still haven't had the chance to...
Ellie's died.
Damn.
Yeah. Octavia's been at my place for the past week. She went home last night. I had Nicole and Octavia here. No, I left you that for your toast. As we have a roommate now. Nicole's boyfriend. Yeah. He's in the military. He's going to the Montreal military base right now. And then, around the 1st of April, he's leaving to go to Africa to go bring them food, clothes, water.
And
He's in the military, but not the military where you go to war. He's in the one where, like, when
Brings
people
the
are
food.
at war and stuff like that, they bring the food and things they need. Pat's trying to get into it, and I looked at him like, fuck. Nah, I'm not gonna be able to be gone on months on end. Like, he's gone for a whole month. He's gone for the whole month of April. No communication. They can't call you. They can't text you. They're not allowed their phones on base. Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be so bad. Because, like, Nicole would be with me, right? And me and Nicole would just go back and forth between my place and her place. Yeah, she is going nuts, trust me. That's why she waited because he was home. And then he went back to his old place. Yeah, babe, give me a lighter, you fucker. And then he had some things to do. That's why she was here. She wanted to see him before he left. But he's been busy. And he came back yesterday just to get socks and underwear and whatnot. She got to see him for like 5 minutes. Where mine? Yeah, so Friday. Me and Nicole were walking to the store today. And the worst part of this all, I was supposed to bring Lily with me and Octavia. But we didn't end up bringing them because when we were leaving, it was raining and stuff, snow and freezing rain. No, it was just raining. Everything came to freezing rain yet. On our way back, like as soon door, we started feeling the freezing pain. So when we left, before leaving, Nicole looks outside. She's like, "You sure you want to bring Lily?" I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "It's pouring ass rain." I'm like, "No, she's staying." I'm like, "I'm not having her smell like dog on my brand new queen size bed that I just got." I'm like, "Fuck that." And like, it's brand new. Nobody said this bed's so fucking hard right now, and no, like, it's brand new. Like, how brand new? One second. Look how light it is. And as hard as a rock. But it's, or like, I'm breaking it in right now, but look. I can touch the bed, that's it. But it's comfy once you get used to it. Anyway, so we were walking. And then fucking... Okay, you know how there's Mélangear your side and then Mélangear the other side? Well, we were crossing there. I don't know how the fucker didn't see us, but whatever. I'm gonna take this before I explain. So I'll get really mad. You know, I'll get really mad. Yeah, we're crossing there. But before crossing, like, he stopped like always. He stopped and looked both ways. The fucking car was on your side. Hold on, seeing Louis at the stop sign. He did not have his signal light on. Neither did he have his headlights on. Last minute, this fucking goof decided to turn and miss me, no joke actually, by that much. I could feel the heat off his engine on my legs. Me and Nicole were about to cross and we kind of just stopped when that guy, like, he legit was looking down at something. I think it was his phone or whatever. And when he looked up, he slammed on his brakes. If he didn't look up, he would have smucked me. So then after that, when like he kind of basically slammed his brakes, I kind of looked at him. He was like jaw dropped and everything, and then I looked at Nicole. Me and Nicole just kind of looked at each other. We're like, "The fuck just happened?" And then I looked at him, and then we just started going off. He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, désolé, je t'ai pas vu, désolé, je t'ai pas vu." And we're like, "What the fuck, man? Like, how the fuck can you not fucking see us? There's a big fucking post like behind us." And I was like, your windows are halfway down, and we had our music playing on the fucking Bluetooth. Don't fucking say you didn't see us. If you didn't see us, it's because you were fucking distracted." And then he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. And then he started calling me a slut because I wouldn't accept his apology. He's like, "You're a slut. T'es une petite salope, t'as rien sauf une petite salope. J'ai assez de m'excuser, puis dis désolé que je t'ai pas vu, puis tu peux pas accepter mon désolé, mais fuck you, t'es une petite salope." And then I'm like, "Oh, ouais." Je suis comme, "Tu sais quoi, t'es chanceuse en tabarnak que tu m'as pas frappé. Deuxièmement, t'es chanceuse que je t'ai pas foncé sur ton voiture et que je pète toutes tes colles de la fenêtre et je te colle ça dans la face." Il dit, "Ah ouais, tu veux me frapper? Vite. Je te dis, reste là, colle ça une tête là. Tu vas voir qu'est-ce qui va se passer." Puis là, je suis comme, "C'est quoi tu vas faire? Tu vas me frapper?" Comme moi. And then I'm like, "You don't deserve to have your fucking license." I'm like, "How the fuck did you even pass? You don't even know how to fucking drive." And then he's like, "You had the audacity to say, oh, man, obviously I know how to drive if I pass." was going off on him. Everybody that was behind him pulled over, and everybody that was behind us pulled over and waited till me and Nicole walked away. People in the salon heard it all, came all walking to the window. And he had the audacity to fucking turn around and pass by again. Like if he was gonna try and hit us again, or actually like hit us. Yeah, it was fucked. I just kind of like looked at Nicole and was like, what the fuck just happened? I was like, the fuck? I was like, Sabrina, why didn't you get his license plate? You could have charged him. What if that was a kid? Blah, 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 blah. Bro, I was in fucking shock. You think when you're in shock, you're gonna think on the moment, oh, grab the license plate? Me and Nicole were both shaking. Our fucking hearts stopped. We're just like, what the fuck? Nicole's been hit before. By a car, by her ex, basically. We hit her on her bike and she went flying. So that just brought back PTSD and a bunch of trauma from the past, and she almost saw me get slumped. I found this one on the side of the road. We do, what the fuck? Mango, peach, and watermelon ice. I found it on the side of the road. He was walking to the SQDC, and on his way back he saw it by the side of the water. Mine's mango, peach, watermelon ice. Babe! Ash has the same vape as us, but hers is blue raz. Yeah, no, Nicole had smoked the Tobo, and I do this. And the guy on top of it. May 10. More 10. I was so mad. It's so bad, actually, that me and Nicole won't even cross it. Like, we had to go cross yesterday to go catch the, so she could go home and catch the bus, and I was going to Metro. And we had fucking, like, I legit stopped right where I almost got hit, and I looked at Pat, and I was like, right here. He was like, wow. I think the girl or the person, well, Nicole said it was a girl, a woman, that was part of the, like, that was behind us, that stayed on the side, basically, behind him when he turned. Like, she didn't even leave. She didn't move from the stop sign. She stayed right fucking there. I think she got her license. Nicole said she saw her on the phone, so she's like, it's either she was getting ready to call 911 or she snapped his license plate. mom, she called her mom, and she's like, well, I'm glad you guys are okay. Did you guys call the cops? Did you, like, get his license plate? Cole was like, no. My sister had the audacity to tell me I should be paying more attention. And I should wait until they give me eye contact or a wave that they see. I'm like, dude, he was going straight, last minute decided to turn. Didn't even put his signal light on. When me and Nicole stopped and looked up, he was at the stop sign going down St. Louis, passing my street and everything. Last minute, looked down, he was looking at his phone, and that's why Nicole was like, I think he was an Uber driver because he was looking down at his phone and he was legit going straight at first. Must have realized he was supposed to go deliver on that street, went to go turn last minute, didn't realize we were crossing, and almost smoked us. The fucking, I think a black or gray Honda, 4-door. And she's like, well, you know she's like, well, you know the description of the car? Because it's so you could just call the cops. I looked at her and I was like, you know how many black or gray Honda Civics are out there? 4 doors? Don't know the fucking year either? And she was going, yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah, she was just like, well, if you give them the description of the car and the person, then they could be able to keep an eye out. And I was like, oh, bro, wait. First of all, it was dark. Second of all, it was a fucking shock. Third of all, Nicole was thinking, like she said, she was thinking about going behind and getting the license plate, but she was so scared that he was gonna back up and smack her with his car. And she's already been hit before. So. I was like, it is what it is, but like, if I fucking ever, like me and Nicole, we're on his watch out, and if ever we see that guy again, we are taking his license. Yeah, he got so mad too because he's getting mad. He went and accepted his apology. He's like, I'm sorry. We're like, nah, man. Like, what the fuck, bro? And he's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I said, I'm sorry. I would have loved for a bitch to be in the car and try and come out and start shit. Oh, and you know another thing I found out? First one. Oh, there's 3. No, there's 2. Yeah, there's 2. First one, well, doing a parental group, right, every Thursday. I had it today. There's this girl, I can't say names, I'm all out, in the group. Actually, I don't care, you don't say anything. There's these, yeah, anyways, there's these 2 girls in group. One of them was from last session, and one of them is new from this session. No, Deja, she's from last session. She hasn't, no, she's not involved with this. Oh, cause yeah, no, I said a girl from last session. One's April, that's from last session, and the other girl's Steph. The first session we ever had, we just went over like about confidentiality and like how we don't talk shit about anything, and basically Sarah said whatever stays in whatever said in group stays in group, basically like the same whatever happens in Las Vegas stays in Las Vegas. April and Stephanie were talking smack about me at the end of group while we were waiting for taxis. Nicole went and put out the question, like asking if we think I'd have custody, if I go to Ottawa, if I'd be able to have children, if I'd still be red flag. They basically said that no matter where I go, I'm always going to be red flagged, and that I shouldn't even be in group, and they don't know why I'm still doing it as Mary Lynn plays Chili.
I say, this is a very unpleasant way of traveling, Kate Walker.
I know, Oscar. I promise. I'll let you
So
out
I
as soon
went
as
and I
possible.
talked to the group, the worker that does the group, and she, I don't know if she confronted them, but she did talk about it like 2 weeks ago after the March break, and was basically really strict and pissed about it. Like, we ran over the road, and when she went over it, you could tell in her voice that she was like, there's no more warning after this. You talk shit, you get kicked out, basically.
Because I'm not going to group, that's why probably did that.
And then after that, that week, after she said that, we started doing the Comment ça va. And that's what we do at the beginning of the group. We just go all around to see how everybody's week was.
Okay, Oscar. Now we have to find Dana's old house.
Do you recall the number, Kate Walker?
According to her registration form from the Music Academy, it was number 20. The bridge is exactly the same as it was back in the 1930s. Except that it's cleaner. It looks almost new, as if it had been renovated. That doesn't work.
I was not
Wrong one. One thing's for sure, this souvenir wasn't made in Vagen. Whoa! That's one shrill version of the Hymn of Vagen. A book about Vagen's history during the war. Maybe it could be useful later. Looks like the residents on the bridge are pretty mad at the town council. There's number 20. Dana's old house.
Guten Tag, Fräulein.
Made in Vaughan. More gifts. I would have preferred it to still be full of paintings, I think.
On holiday in the region, Fräulein?
Just passing through.
Well, welcome to my little gift shop. Frau Heigl at your service. I noticed you were looking at a souvenir, Fräulein.
Yes, you have a wonderful choice here, Frau Heigl. Your shop is beautiful.
Thank you. All our souvenirs here are pieces of craftsmanship, as we like to say. All by local craftsmen. Do you wish to buy the souvenir, Fräulein?
Well, I'm actually looking for someone, not something. Someone who used to live in this house, and I was wondering if you could help.
Well, there were quite a few owners before I bought the shop last autumn, so I can't really...
So her name was Dana Rose. She lived here before the war. I was hoping to find some kind of trace of her here, so I could continue my search.
I see. Well, I have heard of the Roses, but I can't say if there's anything left of them inside the house.
But don't you live here?
No, my husband and I live in the suburbs. You see, the bridge was sacked just before the war, during the pogrom against the Vagrants. Oh, truly awful events. And then the neighbourhood was bombed, just after the war during the liberation. And many of the houses were damaged, including this one. They were hastily renovated after the war, but they remain mostly derelict.
Well, it doesn't look like the house was damaged from what I can see. Your shop is charming, and so is the rest of the district.
Thank you. That's because after the initial renovation, the council financed major rehabilitation work on the facades. But if the truth be told, they left the proprietors to foot the bill for our interiors. That's why my husband and I had to spend all our savings so that the shop interior shows the same high standard that we demand of our suppliers.
That's a shame.
Yes, and if the council persists in refusing to help fund the renovation works, there won't be any residents left on the bridge, let alone independent quality stores like mine. There'll be nothing left but bland franchise stores, like the one further along the bridge or on the musical square.
You mentioned a pogrom against this neighborhood's vagrant community. Can you tell me more?
As much as anyone who knows anything about Vaughan, I guess. It happened in 1938, if I recall correctly. A few months after Austria and Ostertal were annexed by the Brown Shadow.
What happened?
Well, the Brown Shadow organised riots against Vagrants on false pretexts. It led to pogroms throughout all the annexed countries, including this house.
Were the Roses home when it all happened?
Like I said, Fraulein, I don't know, but I hope not.
So between the pogrom, the bombing, and the whole house being renovated, there's little chance of me finding any trace of the Roses.
It's not quite like that. To be honest, we didn't have the funds to renovate the rest of the house, so we used the upper floors for storing.
Really?
And now that you mention it, I do recall coming across old photographs from before the war here and there in the house. The successive owners didn't want to throw them out, and I suppose they must have left them there.
Would you mind if I went upstairs to take a look? Unless you would kindly bring the photos down yourself.
Well, I can hardly leave the shop unattended while I go... I don't even know you, Fräulein.
I see. In that case, would you mind if I had a look upstairs myself?
Don't take it personally, Fräulein, but I don't know you enough to trust you. I'm very sorry. Now, if you'll excuse me, Fräulein, I have a customer.
I conjecture that you were inefficient in trying to persuade the shopkeeper, Kate Walker. How are you going to access the upper floors now?
I don't know, Oscar. By getting creative, I guess.
I conclude I can trust you on that score, Kate Walker?
Frau Heigl can see me coming through the service entrance.
In my opinion, if Frau Heigl saw this cheap souvenir on one of her shelves, she would become fixated on it, Kate Walker.
It's right in Frau Heigl's line of vision, too. I'm gonna have to draw her away if I want to sneak through that service door to the upper floors.
Excuse me, I must just serve the gentleman.
Must have got it wrong.
Kate Walker.
No.
What's that awful noise? Excuse me, sir. Oh, there it is. How awful. That certainly doesn't belong in my shop. We don't sell such cheap and tacky items.
Great. I don't think Frau Heigel's noticed a thing.
Why don't you try to locate Dana Rose's room, Kate Walker? Then you can look for more clues about her.
Good idea. Let's just hope Frau Heigel won't come up. This is where Frau Heigel must take her breaks. It's dark in here. Hardly surprising with those windows boarded up. More stock for the shop. This photo shows the house partially destroyed. Must have been taken after the bombing that preceded the liberation of Wagen. Nothing of interest in here. A double bed, plenty of space. Must have been Dana's parents' bedroom. So where's Dana's room then? The number of rooms don't add up. Just what I needed. A family portrait. That must be Dana with her parents. According to the light and the clock behind Dana, her room must face north. Huh. The bedroom in the background of the portrait must be located in the attic. It's been bricked up, most likely during the post-war renovation works Frau Heigl spoke of. That's it, Oscar. I think I know where Dana's room is.
Enlighten me, Kate Walker.
Well, one of the photos shows a bedroom that's not on the second floor, right? And we know that the staircase was bricked up during the renovation and led to another floor. So that's got to be where we'll find Dana's missing bedroom.
It seems plausible, indeed.
It does. And if we're lucky, the room might be pretty much like Dana left it all those years ago, and potentially with clues to put us back on our track. I've just got to find a way to get to that third-floor bedroom.
Seeing as you failed to create a positive bond with Frau Heigl, the next rational step would be to take a look outside the building, Kate Walker.
You're right, Oscar. Let's go and see. More gifts. I would have preferred it to still be full of paintings, I think. Oscar, I need your opinion on this.
Ah, that's better.
Looks like that fire escape staircase serves every floor of the house.
That is correct, Kate Walker. Perhaps you should find a way to use it.
Better try something else. So what do you think, Oscar?
I think I would have liked a body with longer front legs.
I was talking about the window up there. Must be Dana's room, right?
Oh, of course. There is a high probability that you are not wrong, Kate Walker.
Looks like the staircase serves every floor, including Dana's.
I conjecture that you are probably right, Kate Walker.
The second floor windows will be of no use to reach the staircase. Well, we can't get to the staircase from the first floor windows.
Indeed, Kate Walker, all the windows you could have used are obstructed.
The ladder to the first floor is up. It's too high for me to pull down. Looks like there's a mechanism up there to lower the ladder. These stairs might help us reach Dana's room.
You're bound to find a way.
These stairs might help us reach Dana's room.
You're bound to find a way.
These stairs might help us reach Dana's room.
You're bound to find a way.
That drain pipe leads to a ledge that leads to the staircase.
According to my calculations, the drain pipe will not hold you, Kate Walker. And even if you were lighter, the ledge is too narrow for you to stand on.
Hey, are you trying to tell me something, Oscar?
Yes, you are too heavy and too wide, Kate Walker, for the ledge.
Gee, thanks, Oscar. So basically, it's not going to be easy to use the staircase to get to Dana's room.
There is no other way. Access is denied from inside the first and second floors, and the third floor stairwell is bricked up. The fire escape staircase is the only possibility, Kate Walker. But you cannot climb up the drain pipe because of your weight and size.
I heard you the first time, thanks.
You are welcome, Kate Walker. So, the only way up is by the fire escape staircase, and that means lowering the ladder from the first floor.
Well, in that case, there's only one solution. As you're so light and slim, Oscar, you'll have to climb up the drain pipe and walk across the ledge for me. Then you just need to activate the mechanism to lower the steps so that Heavy Me can take the staircase route.
I was not made to climb up drain pipes, Kate Walker. I am a precision-made automaton.
Come on, Oscar. You saved the day more than once at Baranor. It must be second nature by now.
But how can I lower myself to scurrying like a rat?
Because you're a fine fellow and my faithful friend?
Kate Walker, help! I believe I am stuck here.
Stay calm, Oscar. I'm coming.
Climbing like a common squirrel. This is a disgrace.
Everything okay up there?
Yes, Kate Walker. I just need to... Ah!
Hang on tight, Oscar.
Oh, I am Kate Walker. Believe me, I am.
You gotta jump now, Oscar. Hurry! Well done, Oscar. Glad that you're safe and sound.
I guess that's one way of putting it, Kate Walker.
I'm also glad you haven't lost your positive attitude.
Phew. That useless body. Now I must find another way. And climbing up all over again.
Be careful there, Oscar.
Oh dear, that can't be good. Oh dear. Now, Miss Pigeon. Madam Pigeon then, I beg your pardon. Now, Madam Pigeon, would you be so kind as to make way? I guess I'm going to need help here. Kate Walker,
How am I supposed to get rid of that pigeon? I can't throw it at the pigeon, but maybe I can use it some other way.
Made our point, I guess. Now, maybe this body will be useful in the end.
Wrong one.
Kate Walker, if I were meant to be used as a cannonball, I would have been given a fuse. This is highly irregular.
Tuck your head in, Oscar. 1,
If Hans Vorarlberg could see me now,
2,
how...
3.
Undignified! Oh my. Oh my. Really? Is this any way to treat an intelligent automaton? Really, if Mr. Vorarlberg could see me now...
He would say, "You've saved the day again, Oscar. You've exceeded all expectations by far." Okay, let's try and find out what became of... No doubt about it. This must have been Dana's room. A part's missing. It's from the Music Academy. Music symbols, but they don't seem related to the diploma. There's something underneath. Can't reach it. Can't be that heavy. That's better. The room was ransacked and pillaged. During a pogrom of the Brown Shadow, I guess. God, I hope Dana was away that day. I'm sure there's more for me to do here. It's blocking it. It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary. "20 Bridge of Mists." Dana's address in the 30s. It's from the Music Academy. Music symbols, but they don't seem related to the diploma. It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary. Oh, come on. I'm sure it must be the right combination of symbols. Oh, I must have missed something. Maybe the symbols aren't the only thing I need to set on each wheel. It's blocking it. It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary. It's blocking it. It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary. Music symbols, but they don't seem related to the diploma. It won't open, and yet I'm pretty sure the combination of symbols is right. There must be something else to set with the wheels. I don't think there's anything else to take here, Oscar.
The chest near the bed still seems to be intact. You might find something belonging to Dana Rose inside.
The padlock on the chest is very special.
Its shape reminds me...
It's blocking it. The padlock on the chest is very special.
Its shape reminds me of the silhouette drawn on the papers that you found, Kate Walker.
I don't think there's anything else to take here, Oscar.
The chest near the bed still seems to be intact. You might find something belonging to Dana Rose inside.
"20 Bridge of Mists." Dana's address in the 30s.
Kate Walker?
I'm so glad he's back. Music symbols, but they don't seem related to the diploma. It's blocking it. Oh, I could swear I found the right combination. What else could I set on the wheels in addition to the symbols? It won't open, and yet I'm pretty sure the combination of symbols is right. There must be something else to set with the wheels. Oh, come on. I'm sure it must be the right combination of symbols. Oh, I must have missed something. Maybe the symbols aren't the only thing I need to set on each wheel. It's blocking it. Thing's stuck. This was written not long after her time at the refuge. A letter from Leon. So he did write back to Dana after the expedition left Kantar, the capital of Baltayar. The High Plateau of Baltayar, October 25th, 1937. My darling Edelweiss.
I hate myself for not sending you news more often, and for not being able to receive news of you. I find myself now where probably no other modern-day human has ever ventured before. I regret to inform you that I won't be able to go back to Europe with my fellow survivors. Something bad happened during the expedition. I, no doubt, am partly to blame. Nevertheless, I would like you to know my version of the events. After hard days of hiking, we set up our base camp on the threshold of a high valley where rhododendrons grew. All the witnesses seemed to concur. This was where the Gorun, the famous man of the mountains, was most frequently sighted. For many long weeks, we explored without success every valley and mountain surrounding the camp. Autumn was approaching, the rivers started to freeze at the edges, and the prospect of having to head back with nothing for our toil was becoming more and more apparent. The joyful banter of the first weeks was no more. The men were becoming moody and tense. Especially our chief, Reinhard Berger. Up we get, Leon. Another day on a wild goose chase. I'd better get kitted up before going out. Horst has already left. The scolding that Berger gave them yesterday about their lack of results in tracking down the Gorons really got to him. Must remember to fill it up before I leave the camp. These biscuits don't compare with old Gustav's cooking, but at least they fill you up. No chance of me venturing into the mountain without that. The letters I got from Dana before leaving Kantar would hope I can get back to sketching the valley. But with Berger putting on the pressure at the moment, I doubt it. I'm so glad Junta lent it to me. I was able to take wonderful pictures behind Berger's back. All those books. Only Horst could cot about works of anthropology beyond the frontiers of the known world. The march of science knows no bounds for him. I should take my gear before going out. Better get going before...
Do you know what time it is?
Time to be heading out?
Enough! You couldn't care less whether we find the Gorons or not, could you? Well, mark my words, Copperteeth. You'd better change your bloody attitude.
The day's only just bloody breaking.
I couldn't give a damn. Everyone has already started except you. So you just get your butt upstream and help Sauer carry out his research. The idiot is capable of getting himself lost again.
All right. I'm not your enemy, you know.
I don't think you understand the gravity of the situation, Leon. If we don't find a specimen of the Goron, the brown shadow will... Look, just go find Sauer. Please. Now!
Poor animal. Berger's gone out of his mind with this search for the abominable snowman of his. No one here. Bauer and Jaeger must have already taken off in search of the Goron. Jaeger and Bauer have been a bit heavy-handed with the alcohol these past few evenings. Morale of the troops is at an all-time low. With this, I'll be able to venture out for as long as it takes to find Sour. Not what you'd call cute, this Gorun. Just as well they haven't found it yet. This medal must belong to Bauer. He must have left it behind when he turned it. Can't have been easy. The mountain's dangerous and we're prepared for the worst. I only hope we don't have to use it.
Where on earth can the bloody creature be holed up? Go and find Sour.
Better get going. Autumn is here. We'd better leave the mountain soon, or we won't survive. Anyone there? Looks like someone's left their gear over there. Better check it out. Stopping to read in the middle of the wilds. That's Sour all over. One of us must have stayed here. For a rest, maybe? Whoever it belongs to must have left in a hurry to have left it behind. One of the scientists must have stopped for a rest here. Most probably Sour. But what made him leave in such a hurry that he left behind all his gear? What on earth is that? That mark must be what caused Sour to stop and rest for a while. I'd better head out and try to find him to clarify the situation. What in God's name is that? Sour? What in the world?
Shh! Look what I found.
Is that a
Gorun! Yes, it's a Gorun. I heard him cry as I was taking a break near the path. Hurry, we must go fetch the others.
You go. He looks injured. I'd better stay and try and reach him before the current carries him away.
Right, Leon. Okay. But don't lose him.
All right, little fella. Don't move. I'm coming to get you. Easy, Leon. Now's not the time to get a dunking. Going to hurt you? I just want to look at your wound. What can I give him to show I mean no ill? There you go. Good boy. It's all right. Don't be afraid. You're all right, fella. Good boy. Eat up, fella. It's good, isn't it? Leg broken. I just want to look at it, all right? Look, little fella, if you let me see your wound, you can have another biscuit later, yes? It's broken, all right. Must be very painful. You're a brave boy. If I could clean the wound and brace your leg, we should be able to get you back to camp and make it better. Hold on. I'll be right back. Just be patient, little fella. I'll be right back. They're straight enough to help get the Gorun back to camp. Judging by the shape, must have been made by the Gorun, probably before he got injured. I wonder what it means. They should do fine to hold the Gorun splint together. Here we go, fella. This is going to sting a little. There, wasn't so bad, was it? Now we just need to find a way to get you back across. Hey, did you do that, little fella? Well, better drawing than talking, huh? Now we just have to wait for the others. Huh? Ah, you want another biscuit? You learn quick. It was a young specimen, my darling Dana. Almost like a child. And as soon as we made eye contact, I knew this was a creature endowed with reason. When my companions joined me, I immediately sensed we did not share the same point of view. They seemed blinded by the discovery. They couldn't see the individual. It was clear the young Goran wasn't a person in their eyes, just a subject for study. In their excitement, they seemed to lose all common sense.
What is wrong with it? Fruit. Have some fruit.
You shut him up in a cage. What do you expect? He's frightened.
Shut it up, or I'm going to gag it. What's that?
Must be the Goran's mother. If we give it back, she'll probably leave.
And deprive us of an adult specimen? You mad? All right, Mama.
Look at the size of her burger. Wound her, and we'll never get her back alive.
Who said we needed her alive? They can't all be live specimens, can they?
No! Sorry about that, burger, but I couldn't let you shoot them. Reinhardt, you all right?
But he's killed Berger.
Bauer, wait. You saw. It was an accident. He was going to kill the Goran, sir. I had no intention to...
Shut it, assassin!
My head. Oh dear Lord, Burger. I'm sorry. I never meant to...
I'll bring him some soup. We can't let him starve to death.
Bastard doesn't deserve food.
Typical Horst, eh? Always the good Samaritan.
Aren't you afraid I was going to run for it?
They intend to hand you over to the authorities in Kantar for the murder of Reinhard Berger.
Convenient for them.
Well, that's not how it's going to be. I don't agree with what you did. But you don't deserve what Bauer and Jaeger intend for you. You must pretend to be tied up. Wait for them to fall asleep. Then take your gear and get as far away from here as possible. Hear me?
Yes, but what... So there you have the full story, my darling Dana. I don't know what will become of me, where my escape will lead me over the coming weeks, or what my life of a murderer on the run will be like. Always remember that my love for you is as strong as ever, and that my greatest desire is to hold you in my arms. I love you more than anything in the world. Leon, your Alpine lover.
Dana! Oh my goodness! Dana! What's wrong, Puppet? Lena, come, quick!
Dear Diary, so much has happened since I received Leon's letter a few days ago. I'm slowly recovering. Today, Papa and Mama told me that I was going to leave for a while. I'll explain what's going on, but I don't know where to begin. I need to gather my thoughts as I finish packing my suitcase. I need to finish packing my suitcase before we say goodbye. I can't believe Leon is on the run, all alone in those mountains in the middle of winter. That scientist I met at the refuge, Horst Sauer, he brought me the letter after his return from Baltayar. Come on, Dana. There were enough tears already. As I said, dear diary, I'm leaving tomorrow. Papa and Mama are sending me to a sanatorium out of town for a few months. They say it's for continuing my convalescence. In other words, to send me and my secret away from prying eyes. My parents have accepted the offer from their longtime friends, the Zimmers, to pay for my hospitalization at the sanatorium. The Zimmers said it was in the name of their long friendship with Papa and Mama. But I think they feel bad that they can afford to flee Vagen in the Brown Shadow, whereas Mama and Papa can't. The ideal summer and winter resort in the most picturesque and enchanting spot looking over the River Dombra. Well, let's hope that's true. Papa and Mama have locked me up in here since they discovered my condition. I'm going to miss playing the piano while I'm away, let alone going to the academy. Poor Papa and Mama. They were devastated when the doctor they called after I collapsed discovered my secret. That secret I dared not speak about to anyone. Not even you, dear diary. Now I can tell you. I'm pregnant, dear diary. Leon is the father. There were a lot of tears and screams when the doctor told Papa and Mama. But they finally decided to pretend that the baby will be the foster child of a missing relative. I know everyone expects me to feel guilty, but I can't help thinking of names. If it's a boy, of course it'll be Leon, to bring his father good luck. And if it's a girl, I think I'll call her Anna. Papa looks 10 years older since he learned of my pregnancy. Mama says Leon is nothing but an unscrupulous adventurer who took advantage of an innocent girl, but I know it's not true. Yunta inspired me, I guess. The medication to treat my cough. Mama is forcing me to take it again since I collapsed after getting Leon's letter. I'll put you away in there as soon as I'm done, dear diary. Better to keep you safe than risking to lose you where I'm going. Well, that should be it. All I need to do now is to conclude my diary entry and hide it somewhere safe with Leon's letter. I'll put you away in there as soon as I'm done, dear diary. Better to keep you safe than risking to lose you where I'm going. Now you know everything, dear diary. It is now, I guess, the time to say goodbye for a while. All I can hope now is that Leon will survive winter in those faraway mountains, and that he will find a way to come home and clear his name. We will wait until then, me and the baby.
Me and the baby?
Do you still think there might be a family connection between you, Kate Walker?
Well, all I know is that my family on my mother's side came from Europe. Well, like a lot of New Yorkers, right? I don't know from where exactly, but... And then there's the music box my mother left me, which it turns out plays the Vaughan anthem. I mean, it all seems so magical. Almost like destinies at play.
Or a coincidence, Kate Walker. The law of coincidences states that the more an individual is liable to believe in coincidences, the more coincidences happen to them.
But then there's the fact, Oscar, that everyone keeps telling me Dana and I look so much alike.
What do you plan on doing now, Kate Walker?
According to the diary, Dana left for a sanatorium outside of town. The records might tell what became of her and her baby. But before we go, there's something that's been bothering me.
What is it, Kate Walker?
The pogrom that Frau Heigl told us about, the one during which the house and the neighborhood were ransacked, happened in 1938, if I recall correctly. Dana said that she was leaving for the sanatorium for a few months at the end of 1937.
Indeed, Kate Walker. So it is very likely she was safe and sound over there when the pogrom occurred.
Yes, but what if she was home with her baby? I need to be sure before we leave for the sanitarium, Oscar. We need to search the neighborhood for more evidence.
All right, Kate Walker. Where you lead, I will follow, as long as you don't forget your bag.
Trust me, Oscar. You're the only friend I've got right now. I ain't losing you. Threats, riddled with misspellings and signed, Frank Hoss, that member of the Brown Shadow who had it in for Leon at the refuge. Looks like he never forgave them and was after Dana during the pogrom.
Indeed, Kate Walker. But the very existence of this message could mean she wasn't home when those tragic events occurred.
Come on, Oscar. We need to find more clues. So, according to that letter, Dana was supposed to stay at the sanatorium until December 1938. Looks like there were medical complications. That's a good clue, I guess, but I need to find more. Dana's initials.
We were on the other side of this wall earlier, Kate Walker.
It's like we've gone through a looking glass.
I do not understand, Kate Walker.
Forget it. I don't know what I'm saying.
If you say so, Kate Walker.
Can't leave now. There are still things to do here. Protests in the neighborhood and a big storm coming tonight. I sure wouldn't want to be in the mayor's shoes right now. Anyway, I'd better focus back on Dana. Ackerman, Fisher, Yorga. I can't find Dana here. Keller, Meyer, Ortel. I'm getting close.
That doesn't work. Must have got it wrong. Impossible.
Dana isn't mentioned here. Anton and Lena Rose. Dana's parents. Oh, God. They were killed during the pogrom.
Is Dana Rose also mentioned?
It doesn't look like it, no. But I need to be sure.
I hope you won't hold it against me. I'm sorry I couldn't help you, Fraulein.
Huh. According to that book, the pogrom occurred at the beginning of November 1938. I think that's it, Oscar. We know that the pogrom occurred at the beginning of November 1938. Dana's parents, Anton and Lena, were killed, that's certain. But Dana was supposed to be at the sanatorium back then.
Which seems to be confirmed by that message Herr Hoss left in the house, Kate Walker.
Exactly. So I guess we're done here, Oscar. Let's take the tram back to the guest house. We'll try to find that sanitarium first thing tomorrow. I must return to the guest house now, Oscar.
Thanks to the tramway, we can be there in a jiffy, Kate Walker.
I must return to the guest house now, Oscar.
Thanks to the tramway, we can...
So, there she is. The famous Kate Walker.
Sorry, what?
Dana Rose. I knew her very well, you know. Our Dana darling. Waiting for the tram, aren't you? Well, we'd be better off speaking at the guest house. I hear there's a storm coming. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Miss Walker. Colonel Blake.
Colonel Blake or Fraulein Junta?
Connecting the dots, are we? You're a very clever young woman. But you must be eager to know why I'm here in front of you, bearing the surname of one of Her Majesty's military officers. But here's our tram. Would you be so kind? So, Miss Walker, you've been rather quiet. I would have thought you'd have some questions for me. No?
You mentioned the guest house. Are you that other guest I heard about?
Indeed, Miss Walker. It's actually Frau Wagner who told me about you. When she told me that you were looking for Dana, I knew I had to talk to you. Frau Wagner told me to call the academy, which I did, and the rector then redirected me towards the Bridge of Mists. And that's how I ended up wandering up and down it, asking about a mysterious American woman with a painting.
I read that you used your prestige as an artist to spy on the Brown Shadow for the UK, before and during the war. So, what is your real name then? Junta Steinhoff or Colonel Blake?
Janice Blake is my name, Miss Walker. It's not the sort of name the Brown Shadow would have trusted, I'm sure you'll agree. So I took my mother's maiden name as an alias. Both my parents were diplomats from Austria, you see.
So you were some kind of double agent?
You make it sound more romantic than it really was, miss. But yes, I guess one could say so.
I guess you have new information about Dana for me?
I might very well indeed, Miss Walker, but what if you told me first what that little investigation of yours has dug up about Dana?
I discovered today that Dana became pregnant that summer of 37. Leon was the father. So her parents decided to hide her in a sanatorium outside town. Which, I assume, saved her from the night of the Brown Shadow pogroms in Vagen.
You assume right, but her parents, on the other hand...
Yes, I heard they didn't make it.
Poor bastards, if you'll pardon my French.
I know Dana was very concerned about Leon being on the run after the death of that scientist, Herr Berger. I can't blame her. How could he survive through the winter all alone in the mountains in a strange country?
How could he? That's exactly the right question, Miss Walker. That origin expedition in Baltayar, what a mess that was.
So, that's basically all I know. Can you tell me what happened to Dana after she left for the sanatorium to have her baby?
I must confess, Miss Walker, that I was afraid you might overlook some of the painful information here, which is clearly the case.
What do you mean?
Look, I think it would be best if we stay in this carriage until the very end. I know it is an odd request to make, but you really must see this for yourself.
Well,
Until then, I recommend you look outside the window. I guarantee it'll be worth your while. I'm sorry, Miss Walker, but chasing you around that bridge was more exhausting than I thought.
That's okay. I can wait.
Ah, nonsense. I know how eager you are to find out about Dana. So you go first. I'll meet you at section 08. I'll come meet you there.
Can't you just tell me what we're doing here?
I know it must seem cruel, speaking in riddles and keeping up all this mystery like a bloody fortune teller, but I promise you must see for yourself.
Okay then.
And don't forget, miss, section 08. Find it, and I'll meet you there.
Oof. It's cold as hell here. How the heck do I get myself into these situations? These ruins, they look like they're from the Middle Ages or something. There's something sinister about all this.
Have no fear, Kate.
Junta told me she would join me at section 08. I wonder where that is.
In my opinion, you need to follow this road till the end, Kate Walker.
Grim. This place gives me the creeps. Looks like... Oh, jeez.
What is it, Kate Walker?
This place, it's a cemetery, Oscar. I think Dana's... Oh my God, she must have...
Don't jump to...
A cemetery? Oh my God. Impossible to read. Section D. The inscription has faded away. Section G. The undertakers must store their tools in it. It needs a key. But it doesn't look that strong, though. Section G. It needs a key. But it doesn't look that strong, though. Impossible to get through here. Better find another way. Ah, it's not here. I need directions. The inscription has faded away. Section K. A dead end. I'll have to go back. Illegible. Section O. That's it. Section M. The inscription has faded away. Seems so old. This place must be centuries old. The Undertakers must have forgotten it. The Undertakers must have forgotten it. Impossible to read. Ah, it's not here. I need directions. Section F.
No, I don't think so. Better try something else.
I'm afraid you are...
Wrong one.
Something's missing here. It seems to have to do with the gates. A dead end. I'll have to go back. Illegible. Section B. A cemetery. Oh my God. Section D. Impossible to get through here. Better find another way. Dana Rose, 1938. Gone to a better place. Oh no. What happened?
Dana's health had deteriorated at the sanatorium. Her coughing fits, the pregnancy, and all the stress about Leon being on the run out there in Baltayar. It was just too much for her to bear. The doctors had to put her to sleep before her delivery. There were complications, and when she woke up, her parents told her the terrible news. They had already buried the baby girl.
How come the Brown Shadow didn't go after Dana? They controlled Ostertal back then, right?
Oh, they would have eventually, believe me.
And afterwards?
Dana became sterile because of the complications during childbirth. So she remained at the sanatorium a few months more. She was devastated, poor darling.
That's how she survived the pogroms.
Yes, but that didn't mean she was safe.
So what happened afterwards?
Dana lost everything. Her parents, her baby, Leon. I think she would have just given up if I hadn't been there that day. But I had to go to London. Back then, I used to get invited every year or so to all kinds of artistic events. I could then make out my report to the British Secret Service without arousing the Brown Shadow's suspicion. So I took Dana with me to save her from them. Dana stayed in London for about 6 years. I found her a flat and a position with my real employer, the Foreign Office. She had no family, no friends, and in a way she had no life. She spent every minute she had in the office fighting in her own way against those who took everything from her. She went from one promotion to another, and soon she was among those in charge of coordinating all the resistance fighter groups pertaining to the different occupied countries of Europe.
All right, Dana. Focus. The Admiralty needs us to spot the enemy units on the map according to the reports they provided. If I follow the instructions on the reports correctly, I should be able to place all the units mentioned. I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map. According to the reports, most of the units are found in the sea areas, along the French coast and some in Belgium. I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map. I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map. I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map. Looks like I've pinned too many units on the map. I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map. Looks like I've pinned too... I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes. Looks like I've pinned too many... I should check the reports. Looks like I've pinned too many units on the map. I should read the reports again. I should check the reports. I think... Looks like I've pinned too many units on the map. I should read the reports again. Looks like I've pinned too many units on the map. I should read the reports again. Looks like I've pinned too many units on the map. I should read the reports again. I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map. I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map. Looks like I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map. I should check the reports. I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map. Check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on them. Looks like I've pinned too many units. I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map. In all, the reports speak of 14 units. That's 6 submarines, 4 tanks, and 4 anti-aircraft defenses. All we need to do is to place them correctly according to the information contained in the documents. In all, the reports speak of 14 units. That's 6 submarines, 4 tanks, and 4 anti-aircraft defenses. All we need to do is... In all, the reports speak of 14 units. That's 6 submarines, 4 tanks, and 4 anti-aircraft defenses. All we need to do is to place them correctly according to the information contained in the documents. I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map. I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map. Looks like I've pinned too many units on the map. In all, the reports speak of 14 units. That's 6 submarines, 4 tanks, and 4 anti-aircraft defenses. I should be careful. All terrestrial units can only be on the French northwestern coast. I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map. Looks like I've pinned too many units on the map. I should read the reports again. In all, the reports speak of 14 units. That's 6 submarines, 4 tanks, and 4 anti-aircraft defenses. I should be careful. All terrestrial units can only be on the French northwestern coast. Looks like I've pinned too many units. Looks like I've pinned too many units on the map. I should read the reports again. I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map. In all, the reports speak of 14 units. That's 6 submarines, 4 tanks, and 4 anti-aircraft defenses. I should be careful. All terrestrial units can only be on the French northwestern coast. check the reports. I think... I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map. Looks like I've pinned too many units on the map. I should read the reports again. I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map. I should check the reports. I think... I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map. I should check the reports. I should check the reports.
In all, the reports speak of 14 units. That's 6 submarines, 4 tanks, and 4 anti-aircraft defenses. I should be careful. All terrestrial units can only be on the French northwestern coast.
Looks like I made a mistake on the map.
In all, the reports speak of 14 units. That's 6 submarines, 4 tanks, and 4 anti-aircraft defenses. I should be careful.
Looks like I've pinned too many units on... I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map. Looks like I've pinned too many... Looks like I made a mistake on the map. Looks like I've pinned... I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes.
In all, the reports speak of 14 units. That's 6 submarines, 4 tanks, and 4 anti-aircraft defenses. I should be careful. In all, the reports speak of 14 units. That's 6 submarines, 4 tanks, and 4 anti-aircraft In all, the reports speak of 14 units. That's 6 submarines, 4 tanks, and 4 anti-aircraft defenses. I should be careful. All terrestrial units can only be on the French northwestern coast. I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map. Looks like I've pinned too many units on the map. I should read the I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map. I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map. In all, the reports speak of 14 units. That's 6 submarines, 4 tanks, and 4 anti-aircraft defenses. I should be careful. All terrestrial units can only be on the French northwestern coast.
I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map. I should check the reports. I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map. I should check the reports.
In all, the reports speak of 14 units. That's 6 submarines, 4 tanks, and 4 anti-aircraft defenses. I should be careful. All terrestrial units can only be on the French northwestern coast.
I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map.
In all, the reports speak of 14 units. That's 6 submarines, 4 tanks, and 4 anti-aircraft defenses. I should be careful. All terrestrial units can only be on the French northwestern coast.
I should check the reports. I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map. I should check the reports. 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 I think I've made mistakes on the map. I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes. I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map.